So today, we're playing the Pyromancer, and we are playing the Everburning Dragons, which features the new skill Everburning, with the Burning Blade, the FLAMEWHIP, and a bunch of dragons. And the whole build does crazy things just like this. Now our opponent is rocking a Busted Blade, Spike Staff. This could be super problematic. They're going to scale up a lot of power, which could one-shots, but they're already dead. Which is kind of awesome. But hey, check this run out, and let me know what you think of this build. Okay, let's go and do some games with the Pyromancer and see what we can do today. So we're starting off with the fire pits. I'm actually going to grab a frying pan for this round. I'm going to grab ourselves a garlic. And we could actually grab the sweatstone. I think we are going to grab it for now. And I think I'm going to be a little bit more greedy and take this piggy bank. Yeah, we're going to take this piggy bank. We're going to slot it in this position for right now. And we're going to move on. Get a little bit of extra gold. A little bit more value. And we should have a good bit of DPS with a frying pan. Wooden sword. The problem is our stamina is going to be big problem until we get ourselves a banana. This could actually be our downfall in round 1 because our opponent does have a lot of healing with that FIREBENDER basket, so they are going to try to out-survive us for sure. And now I might actually speed this one up just a tiny bit because it's first rounds, and unfortunately, yeah, stamina, pain, big issue for us. Let's go ahead and grab our banana. Let's go ahead and roll. And I'm going to grab this fanny pack for now. Now with that, I'm actually going to continue roll because I do actually want to find a whetstone. I might actually take a set of blueberries because we could end up going for any Scalewarden side builds. Now, the flame's not going to be in anymore. We're going to rock on with this situation. We're going to have our banana in our fanny pack, increasing the speed of it even just a tiny bit more. That we can keep up our stamina. Now our opponent is going to have scaling damage with that island, which is going to be kind of scary. But they don't have a whole lot of defenses. So they can't really make too much use of that scaling damage. So overall, awesome for us. Now for this round, I do actually want to craft a black hero sword. I do want to grab a set of blueberries and bananas. I also kind of want to grab this garlic, but I'm going to roll looking for a little bit of storage. And we're going to set a piggy bank and one flame to actually grab that. And we're actually going to have our setup to be more like this. So this frying pan should be providing a lot of damage. I'm actually going to grab the chili pepper too. We're going to rock on with this. We should have a lot of damage on this frying pan. Up to 5.1 DPS with 2 bananas. Our stamina shouldn't be too much of an issue. However, our opponent is also rocking 3 bananas, which their stamina is not going to be any issue whatsoever. And they're also going to be stacking with spikes, which is going to be a little bit problematic, but overall, not too bad for us right now. Okay, we actually have a choice to make right now, and I'm actually thinking strongly about going for Everburning. Burning sword, burning blade, use a hell of a lot less stamina, and after 6 seconds, gain 1 heat for each flame. Which are these? Versus these other two, Power of the Moon is not going to be that great for us, nor is super spacious. So I'm thinking I'm going to take Everburning for now. Which does mean we are going to have to craft a burning sword, and we're going to have to let go of the chili pepper, and we're going to have to roll quite hard to find another whetstone. We do want to keep prioritizing grabbing flames. We're going to have to grab the storage, and we're going to have to rock on with this setup. Now once we craft this up into an actual burning blade, we should be in a fantastic spot. Actually, we should have actually had our hero sword beside our frying pan because that would have been way more damage. That's for sure, rather than having the whetstone in between 2 weapons. However, awesome, we still managed to pull ahead, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and add back in our flames. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit of storage. Let's go ahead and roll. Let's buy the lump of coal since it's on sale. I'm going to keep rolling for now. Keep it going. That's another set of blueberries, which I actually do kind of want to grab, but I'm going to roll once more. And here we go, Burning Blade on the horizon, which should be awesome. We're also going to reserve this potion belt since it's on sale too. And actually, we're going to rock on with the setup for right now. Now, it's not making the best use of our fanny pack, but it should be okay for the way it is. Because our whetstone is going to be in a fantastic spot between both our frying pan and our burning sword. And we're still getting the value from our burning sword on our frying pan. So this should be pretty good. We're also still getting the value from all our food items, which honestly should be awesome. However, our opponent does have investment opportunity. They also have the magic torch, and they're going to try to skill up that max life, but they don't have any mana generation. So we got very lucky facing opponents, which is awesome. However, we're going to grab the whetstone, we're going to grab this too, we're going to craft it up, and we're going to take our blueberries. And we're going to move on with this. Now this should be fantastic. Once we get our burning blade, we should be in a really awesome spot. We'll have to see. We're going to be turbo stacking that heat like there's no tomorrow. However, our opponent's putting up a good fight with that frying pan. They also have the cheese for stacking max life, which honestly could be problematic. It looks like they're going to be setting up for any Scalewarden side builds. But that smelly wall, actually, with those garlics, is honestly way overtuned, to be quite honest. giving a ton of block, which is unfortunate. It is what it is. Now at this point, I'm actually going to grab the eye lamp. I'd like to grab the sun armor, but I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to continue to roll. I was hoping to kind of go for an Excalibur type build, but it's not looking like we're going to properly be able to. So I might actually reserve this Thorn-Whip and actually go for FLAMEWHIP type build. We'll try it out. Now I do actually want to reserve this leather bag too. We do need that extra bit of storage, and we're going to move on. So we're going to have scaling damage with this eye lamp on our burning blade, which should be fantastic. However, our opponent is also going to be doing a lot of damage with those Molten Daggers. They're also going to have Battle Rage. So this could be problematic. And actually, as you can see, definitely was problematic. So with that, which subclass should we go for? If we're going for FLAMEWHIP, Burning Blade, it does sound like we should go for a Friendly Fire type build. 2 Turbo Stacker Heats. But I think I'm actually going to go for Scalewarden. Scalewarden, bunch of dragons. This could actually be kind of good. Let's go ahead and grab our dragon. Let's go ahead and sell our frying pan. Let's go ahead and add in our whip for now. Now, unfortunately, we're going to take out 2 flames over fire bits. So we can actually add in our eye lamp. We're going to have a flame up in this. We're going to have our burning blade in this position, not flame up. We do need our banana in because these are going to be using up quite a lot of stamina. But we're going to have to reserve this leather bag, and we're going to move on. And once we hatch up our dragon, we're going to want to beside our burning blade. That way we scale up our damage pretty fast on our dragon, along with our whip. And we'll see how this goes for now. Actually, not looking too bad. Awesome even. Now this should be pretty good. I do want to grab this bag. We could grab another dragon, which I'm thinking very, very strongly about actually grabbing. But I'm not going to grab the Amethyst Whelp. I'm going to keep rolling for now. I do want to grab more storage whenever we can. Also more flames whenever we can too. Let's add in our big old banana. And let's roll for now. Now we do actually want to grab a Draconic Orb. That way we can actually grab up an Obsidian Dragon if we do find one. We're going to rock on. And we're going to see how this is going to be. Now with our Burning Blade, it's going to be using up a lot less stamina. But if we increase your heat significantly, our stamina usage is going to be pretty high. But with our dragons in, we should be able to deal significant damage. And overall, awesome. Managing to get about 30 DPS, which is not too bad. We can definitely increase this. Now, unfortunately, these skills are not going to be that great for us. We can grab Solaris, which is going to give us cleansing those debuffs, which I'm thinking strongly about actually just grabbing this one for this cleansing debuffs. Basically, just a divine potion. Hardwood, really not good for us. We could take a wooden sword and get the damage from a burning blade, and that would actually be crazy, crazy good. And also give us a ton of block also. Or we can go for the Power of the Moon, which Fatigue started a bit earlier. We can always sell it back for the same price. But we don't exactly want to go for Moon Armor, Moon Shields, or even Fatigue, to be honest. So I think I'm just going to grab Solaris for now. And I'm also going to grab this leather bag, and I do actually want to grab this flute, even though that is guaranteed crits with that Draconic Orb. I'm going to roll once, twice even. We definitely need that pineapple, and we're also going to need this fanny bag. But let's move on. So we took the flute for scaling luck, for some scaling block, for some scaling stamina. So it should be overall awesome. Our opponent is going to resurrect, which shouldn't be too bad. And awesome. Pretty darn good. Let's grab the fanny back. Let's grab our pineapple. Let's grab the flame. Let's solve this and let's roll once. As I said, blueberries for our Sapphire Whelp. We could also take a Whelp Protector to help with our stamina. We don't exactly want to grab it. I'm thinking strongly about grabbing Emerald Egg right now. Because it is on sale for 5, I think we will actually just grab it up. And we're going to move on. Because it's going to be another dragon that we can put beside our Dragon's Nest and a Burning Blade. Which should be awesome. Because we are going to need those dragons eventually. Especially if they're on sale for 5, that's going to be too good not to take. Let's go ahead and grab it. Let's go ahead and grab this fanny back. It does mean this Draconic Orb is literally going to be sitting in our inventory for a long time. Now we're going to actually have to add in our blueberries. Are we going to be okay without a banana because our stamina consumption is going to be quite high? I'm going to roll once, twice even, and we're going to want this dragon, this ladder bag. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to sell 2 flames, unfortunately, to grab this right now. We're going to have our setup to be more like this right now. Once this dragon actually hatches, we're going to be adding in a ruby whelp, and we're going to be trying to get the Obsidian Dragon, which we're going to turbo stack that heat with our Everburning, with our flame up, with our burning blade, to get that damage up. However, actually, quite close, but we managed to smash down this flame build. Now they turbo stacked heat like crazy. But we still managed to pass him out, which is fantastic. Now we're going to grab this dragon egg. We're going to place it in. It does mean this dragon is going to struggle a little bit for right now. We might actually leave it in like so. Take out this banana for now. And have flute in somewhat position like this. Now let's go ahead and grab this, see what's going to be. Damage of energy. Which might actually be pretty decent, especially since we're running Sapphire Whelps to get that mana back. And also a FLAMEWHIP. So we could potentially have it set up like so. We're going to change our setup to be more like this. That way we can actually get the healing from the Dragon's Nest along with a Burning Blade. And that should be awesome. We're also getting that egg to hatch first. That should be pretty darn good. Now our opponent is going to run a Doom Captain, going to be inflicting a lot of poison on us. We should be able to negate a lot of the poison and overall awesome. So right now our DPS has gone up, shot up to about 50 DPS, which is pretty darn good. But it's only going to get better once we get Obsidian Dragon in. I'm going to see what this goes for now. Can we make this crazier? We'll have to see. Now we could also grab another Sapphire Egg if you do want to, but I actually just kind of want to find Obsidian Dragon. So I'm going to keep rolling. Grab these fanny packs. We're going to need them. Let's roll. And that's unfortunately all we can really do for right now. And we're going to rock on with the setup. Now, this dragon is not going to be anywhere near Dragon's Nest. We just want the value from our Burning Blade on our dragon to scale up that damage really, really fast. That way we can just burst down our opponents, especially with our flame, we can stack up that heat pretty fast. And stamina is going to be a bit of an issue with that shield, but honestly, with our dragons, it's not going to be as big of an issue. And now, our damage has shot up to 65 DPS in 10 seconds, dealing 650 damage, which is awesome. Now with Obsidian Dragon in, at 26 heat, it's going to gain 3 extra damage and it's going to trigger an extra attack, which is going to be crazy. Well, let's go ahead and grab our leather bag. Let's roll. Let's keep rolling. And that is another Sapphire Egg. Are we going to take it? I'd much prefer getting an Obsidian Dragon. So might actually on reserve it. Grab the fanny pack. Let's roll. And our patience actually paid off, surprisingly. Let's actually have this target our pineapple so we get a little bit of scaling. And let's go ahead and add in some more flames, because with Everburning, we should get double the value from our flames. So it should be awesome. Now Solaris is literally just a divine potion right now. Hatch up our egg in the next rounds. Try to find another Obsidian Dragon. We do need another Draconic Orb, because this Obsidian Dragon is going to be dealing quite a bit of damage once we reach that heat threshold. And as you can see, that damage is flying. Up to 83 DPS with our Dragons, which is turbo insane. Now let's add in our Ruby Egg. Let's roll. Gonna grab the storage for now, and let's roll again. Now, we could take another Ruby Egg, and I'm thinking we are more than likely going to. But for now, let's keep it moving. Let's get our next Ruby Egg, let's hatch it up, and we should be in a pretty good spot. Now our opponent is rocking a Busted Blade Spike Staff. This could be super problematic. They're going to scale up a lot of empower, which could one-shot us, but they're already dead. Which is kind of awesome. Now, even with that damage mitigation in that Battle Rage, we still managed to deal 380 damage within 6 seconds, which is pretty darn good. Which is definitely pretty darn good. Now with a Ruby Elf, we should be in an even better, fantastic, more awesome spot. Let's grab a Ruby Egg. Let's grab this tiny little person. Let's roll once. And here we go. We need this rounds for sure. To the point where we're going to sell our banana and we're going to sell all these flames, which is, it feels bad, especially with Everburning. What we'll have to do, because we really want a second Obsidian Dragon. Once we get a second Obsidian Dragon in, we're going to be in a crazy good spot. But again, we're going to center our dragons all around our Burning Blade so we get that value from that scaling damage. This should be awesome, and we're going to use that flame with 2 turbo stack that heat really fast. And Everburning's going to proc and give us a ton of heats, and our dragons are going to do insane damage. Almost 100 DPS setup right now. Which is definitely crazy. Which is definitely crazy for sure. Now with that, we're going to have a Obsidian Dragon, which is going to take up a little bit more space, unfortunately, but it is going to have to be that way for now. I'm actually going to grab this little storage. Now our inventory is pretty much full. We're going to sell our protective little purse because we're not going to need it anyway. Now this is the final round, so we kind of have to be a bit choosy in what we take. Now we did actually move our setup to be more like this. So our Dragon's Nest is actually targeting 1 Obsidian Dragon, our Emerald Whelp, and our Sapphire Whelp. Which does mean we're going to have all of these dragons actually target this Burning Blade, which should be pretty darn good. Now with that, what should we actually be looking for right now? Our inventory is pretty full. Each flame is going to be super valuable for our Everburning. So we don't exactly want to be losing these for right now. So it doesn't really make sense to grab a Cap Resilience if we're going to be trying to burst our opponents even faster. Now is there point in grabbing that Unidentified Phenomena? Not exactly. So I'm going to roll once again. We could replace our Blueberries. That's stack and luck for Sapphire Whelp. Which does mean that we could potentially be getting those buffs. So it is kind of actually worth it. But not exactly. But we could grab an Eye Lamp for even more scaling damage. But if we're bursting out opponents, it's not going to be super valuable. The problem is if our opponent's going to be stacking up a lot of blind on us, we do have our flutes to try and counter that a little bit. So I'm going to keep rolling for now. Rock Potion. Not too bad. Don't exactly want it. Don't want any of these either items. Let's roll once more. And honestly, the perfect last item is going to be one more flame. And this is it. Are we going to be able to win? We'll see. Is this going to turbo lead opponents? We'll have to find out. I'm actually going to slow this one down. Now, unfortunately, going up again, a shield is going to be super problematic. Because that's going to eat up a lot of stamina. And they've actually burst this down pretty fast, actually. And holy moly, are they doing insane damage. And actually, we didn't even put a dent in them, unfortunately. We were super offensive. And our opponent was... So unfortunately, this final fight, our opponent actually just outbursted us. They just started off with a ton of armor, like an insane amount, up to 330 because of that stone golem. And honestly, every time their stone golem dealt the vast majority of the damage, they got a ton of armor back. So their build was super well rounded in defense and offense because right now, we didn't have a ton of healing, we didn't have a ton of block, we just had that burst damage. And especially if our opponent's rocking that shields, they're eating up our stamina, and also getting that bit of block. So unfortunately, our build just fell short. Because I've seen our block insane amounts, up to 100 block per second. So unfortunately, there's not much you can do about that. Even though this build was actually a ton of fun, super awesome, getting those Obsidian Dragons to deal that massive damage, scaling up the damage pretty fast with a Burning Blade, and FLAMEWHIP, it just kind of fell short towards the end, unfortunately. But anyways, the Everburning Dragons, honestly, pretty decent, a lot of fun. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope you keep looking for the next one. See you next time.